Rob, what's going on with you, bro?
Man, I got so into work and I forgot that I had the interview, so I hadn't shaved or anything. But
Oh,
hey,
snap.
if you guys are watching though, go to the website epmproducts.com. Get this allure. I promise you, if I shave, I look beautiful. This is allure. It's beauty rest in the bottle. It helps with fine lines, wrinkles, sunspots, age spots, psoriasis, like I have, eczema, hyperpigmentation, any kind of surface imbalance. Literally, it's beauty rest in the bottle. It's amazing. It's all earth and it's made with all active ingredients. This one's called Allure, and they have another one too that's amazing. A couple other ones. I'll show you guys them. This
I
one's
was about to say,
Allure.
yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at some of them.
This is Calm, and then this one over here is the Elite, and a little bit goes a long way. This one's probably 100 uses, maybe a little bit more. It's really potent. It's multifocal. It helps with alopecia. This one helps with alopecia and also hyperpigmentation. It also helps moles and warts. It's called Elite. It's vanity at its finest. It's
I
amazing.
wish I could have had some of that back in high school because I know some people had some issues. I was probably one of them.
Oh yeah, I mean we all have a little bit of things that discomfort or suffering that we're trying to, you know, manage. And this is the all earth option. So essentially, when you go to the drugstore, everything in the drugstore is like got crap in it or some inactive ingredients. And so our founder, who's a microbiologist and a Christian,
Which is
and
good.
a boxer, a microbiologist and a boxer and a Christian,
So he saved and got hands.
and it's a woman, so you got to put some extra love in there for that.
So she saved and got hands, and it's a woman. So she a triple threat.
Quadruple threat, right? Microbiologist, Christian, boxer, woman. That's a quadruple threat.
Don't make them like that no more. That's all I can say. Don't make them like that no more.
Amen, amen. So yeah. So she was like, why would you ever put an inactive ingredient in your body? She's like, I don't understand why I go to the drugstore and people are in pain, and it says like inactive ingredients may have side effects of diabetes, heartache. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. She's like, I want to make something that's all earth that doesn't have any side effects and is just great and just heals you. And that was how Elite Performance Medicine, Newport Beach, California, was born. We transform suffering for all.
I was actually getting ready to ask you about that. Like, what made you decide to partner up with them, or like, what made you decide to start that brand?
Man, I'm from the hood. So straight up, like the way I see it is like if you meet somebody and they cool as fuck and they need help, you just help them. You ain't gotta ask them questions. Just be like, yo, can I help you? So I met this lady. She's in a gym. She was cool. Her product fixed me. I use this reborn stuff right here because I was like in pain. And she was like, oh yeah. She was like, use it, put like a dime size on your injury on your foot, on your leg, right here. Boom. And you're gonna walk tomorrow. I'm like, there's no way I'm walking tomorrow. I'm injured. Call my doctor. He's like, yeah, you ain't walking for 3 weeks. I
Man.
walked the next morning. I was like, this is fountain of youth in a bottle. I'm like, who helping you with this? She's like, no one. I'm like, nobody helping you with this? Your brother, your mama, your daddy, your best friend, not nobody? I'm like, can I help? It's like, what you want in return? I'm like, nothing, motherfucker. Just we'll eat lunch together. That's how I got involved. And that's how I am from the hood, bro. Like, where I grew up, bro, I didn't have nothing. So if somebody helped me with my homework,
Yeah.
you my nigga, you know what I'm saying? You somebody that I fuck with. So I was just trying to help her with her homework. And now it's like, and it's her inspiration was the Old Testament. It said Ezekiel 47:12. It said their leaves will not wither, their leaves are for healing. And it talks about like God saying how he provides earth, has all the medicine that we need, and it's by the river of like the river that flows from God that makes this possible. I'm like, oh, you gonna save me too? I'm in.
So they're gonna try and help you out and then counsel you with the word at the same time.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I just
Look like somebody trying to call you, bro.
people call
Look
me
like
all the
somebody
time.
saying, look like somebody trying to call you,
But
man.
God help us all. People always try and call me. That's why I would tell people, stop, text me. But God trying to give us all, a way that we can help each other, and you just gotta listen. And this is God's way, just been like, listen, bro, I know what you're doing is great, but I got bigger plans for you. So
Yeah, well, for those of you that are just now tuned in, this is the Emmy Award-winning actor Robert Ri'chard. Robert, how you doing, bro?
hard worker.
Hard-working Robert Ri'chard. How you doing, man?
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Didn't finish school, but go to school. I was in school for engineering. It's important to go to school, learn your craft, learn your trade, learn how to be a functional member of society. Shout out to everybody on OnlyFans too. Just I see y'all out there.
Okay, well, I can guarantee you I will not be subscribing to your OnlyFans club, okay? I'm
No,
just
not
saying.
me. I'm just saying the people that are out there that are doing
Oh,
OnlyFans.
okay, about to say,
Shout out
look,
to
man,
them.
we cool, but I ain't never gonna subscribe
No,
to a
no, but
man's
look,
OnlyFans
look. Hear
page.
me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Do you know what an MVP is? I mean, I'm gonna record this shit because y'all don't. So, first of all, I say shout out to everybody on OnlyFans. All right, so I'm talking about this word called an MVP. It's called minimum viable product. So it's like the fastest thing that you could like package and sell to an audience or a customer base. So like when I met the woman who started Elite Performance Medicine, her MVP was this thing. It's called Reborn. You know what I'm saying? She formulates it herself. She got no middleman, so she knows exactly what's going into it. It's all earth, all active ingredients. It says right here it has clove oil in it, peppermint oil, wintergreen oil, lavender oil, balsam fir oil, pepper black oil. There's the EPM wild crafted herbal blend. It's got medium chain triglyceride coconut oil, arnica flour, and virgin hemp seed oil and emu oil. So so all these ingredients do something specific, and they work together in a formula to enhance their powers to heal. So this is her MVP. But now she got other stuff. Like this one's called Vacation. It's for like sun tanning. It's incredible. It's an all earth sun tan. It has SPF 30 in it. It's UVA, UVB blocker, helps block the sun index, and it's just like accelerates your skin. You can tan like a god. And this one's called Urgent. It's for first aid. It's called In Case of Emergency, Urgent. First aid and external repair. So they got all these different formulas that come with this stuff. This one's for mothers and babies. It's called Calm, helps with stress and psoriasis, and stress and anxiety, and you can put it in your baby's bath. So anyway, the reason I say shout out to OnlyFans is because, like, they got all the hot girls getting all the attention, but that's just the MVP. They probably gonna do other stuff that, like, if you want to tune into something, you could tune in and probably learn something, not just be a voyeur. I think that's interesting. No different than something like Netflix. Like Netflix is like, oh, don't go to Blockbuster. We're gonna mail you your shit in the mail and keep it as long as you want. Now, when you send it back, I'll send you something else. That was their MVP. But now they got their own programming. They make their own shows. They got TV in everyone's house. They're pandemic proof. So shout out to anybody who's an innovator or an engineer or a technician or an entrepreneur who's got like a dope concept, but they're like, let me start off small and then work my way up. Like how Instagram did. Instagram didn't have stories before. Now you're always on stories.
Yeah, they definitely did. Like I remember years ago when you can only post a 15-second video, and now look at it, you can have a legit live interview on Instagram. So shout out to all the innovators and thinkers. But bro, let's take it back for you a little bit. What made you decide to start to get into acting?
Oh, I was a bad kid. I had a lot of energy. I was in gang life, straight up. Shout out to all the gangsters. Um, I got a funny video circling around by my rag. I don't have my rag on me right now, but I'm in my house. So I'm in my
You
house.
should be in the safe location. You at the house, man. You at the house.
Yeah. So anyway, I was about to get into a fight with a rival gang. I dipped into this random building, and the building just happened to be an acting school. I was lucky as hell. So I was
What
in
was the name of the school?
called Faith Acting Studios, God Christian-based acting school. Go figure.
Yeah.
So yeah, so inner city school, positive adults who just want to make sure that kids have someplace safe to go and put their energy in something positive. I'm a big advocate for after school programs, and yeah, they reeled me in with the pretty girls. It was like I walked in there, there's pretty girls everywhere. They had pictures of pretty girls. I was like, yeah, you can sign me up. Now, hear me out. Pretty girls in any environment, people gonna sign up. See what I'm saying? So I definitely understand that the power that women bring to attention to anything. And so, ladies, I love you. Call me, you know what I'm saying? You could text me, you could DM me, you know what I'm saying? Just holler at me. I'm trying to, make some business happen with y'all because y'all are just everything.
I guarantee you, all the women from my hometown in Youngstown, Ohio, just went crazy
Oh, yeah,
because you said that.
Because, you know what I'm saying? I said, woman comes from a man's rib. I said, mine better be prime. You know what I'm saying? Got that prime ribs,
You
man.
want the prime rib.
Prime
Yo,
rib.
Rob, the fact that you just almost took your shirt off, all the women about to go crazy. I know that
Oh,
much.
yeah. EPM, better science, better medicine. I got to put a little plug on there.
That is amazing. I'm not gonna take mine off because my girl would kill me if I did that on my platforms. I'm gonna
Oh,
keep this
yeah.
on and spare everybody their feelings. Okay,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
gonna do.
Yeah, wifey's going to knock you upside your head. You already know how that
Oh
goes.
yeah, she would knock me smooth out, and she would have every right to it. I'll be in a casket like this.
But you know what you do, though, right? Listen, what you do is you tattoo something from Christ right here on the rib cage. Put some, Proverbs, some John, or some Luke right there. They say, I was just being a Christian. I was just being
Nah.
a missionary for the Lord.
Mrs. Gunther will be like, "Oh, so you gonna get tattoos on me now? Okay, wait till
Yeah.
we get home, and it's a wrap." But regardless of it, man, it's great to see you. And I'm definitely gonna give a quick plug to Upskill PR. Thank y'all for setting this up. Want to give a
Thank you,
huge shout
Upscale
out to
PR. Appreciate
Leslie
it.
and
God bless
Laura.
you.
Thank y'all for all the love. This interview
Leslie,
is not
Logan, and
over.
Laura. Laura Mills,
Yeah,
thank you
this
very much. God bless you guys. Thank you for being always, steadfast and just diligent and just consistent. Shout out to Upscale PR. They have great clients too.
And I'm gonna give one more shout out. I know she didn't see this coming, but a very good friend of mine, her name is Amber. She is a huge fan of yours. The minute I told her that I was interviewing you, she was like, "Yo, man, make sure that I know about it." So Amber, I didn't forget you. Rob is on. He's on here with me. All right, he's on here with me.
Damn. Shout out to Amber, yo. Love that.
Most deaf,
I
man.
like
But
that name too.
oh yeah, she's a very sweet girl, and she first saw you on One on One. Take me back. Like, how did you even book the role of Arnez on One on One?
Crazy, bro. So the roles that I've gotten, I probably shouldn't have got. Like, you know how I go. I'm light skinned, so I'm a tweener. Everybody like, yo, say nigga right here.
I can relate.
You know what I'm saying? It's light skinned green eye motherfucker. And then the other motherfucker's like, he ain't white, motherfucker. He's just light skinned nigga. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of roles I didn't get because they're like, he in the middle. So One on One was crazy because there was nobody else in the middle like me. They wanted somebody who was like a Lenny Kravitz type. I had gold hair at the time. I was, surfing and wearing puka.
People always call it.
Yeah, I know. So there's like, that's exactly what we want is, somebody who is like crossover American, play guitar, got tattoos, wear some fishnet shirts or whatever, and fall in love with Brianna. Basically, my character Arnez is named after the actor on I Love Lucy, Desi Arnaz, who was I Love Lucy's lover. So that's what the name came from.
Yo, I did not know that.
Sick, right? And then we shot in Lucille Ball's soundstage at Paramount. So we're in Lucille Ball's soundstage, and then my name was Arnez.
Talk about one-on-one trivia at its finest, because none of us knew that. I am all the way convinced none of us knew that. How much fun was it to even be a part of that series?
Dude, it was crazy because, like, I was in university at the time. I was at Johns Hopkins, and I was trying to manage both being on the show and studying engineering. And it was kind of weird because I felt like because I was studying so much, they wrote less stuff for me. So, like, in some of the early season one stuff, I'm in like one scene with like one line.
Mm-hmm.
But then basically I hit that crossroad where my boss came to me and was like, yo, school, and my professor came to me like, yo, your job. You know what I'm saying? So, because my professor gave me a 0 on a test that I took after the fact and got 110% on. I got the extra
Hating
credit right.
professors.
But he still gave me the 0. He's like, you missed the exam, so you got a 0. I'm like, man, that's rough. So I ended up going the job route. And then my role expanded. And then Arnez like got bigger and bigger. And then he became like, the man of the show by the 5th season. It was just me and Brianna. So, it was definitely a roller coaster. And I was just managing. I was a young kid, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to like, make my dad proud by being in school, but also make my, my family and my my fans proud by being on the show. And then there's a
The
lot of, you know, I mean, Flex and I, we were on the show. We didn't get along. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with Flex now, but on the show, you know, he was married. I was not married. I mean, so I had just mad pretty girls coming up there all the time. And Ray J is on the show, and Ray J had Kim K come up to the show all the time. Just all these young girls, and like, you know, that can be, you know, a temptation for any man. And they would sweat me for it, like, yo, why you bring all these girls up? And, you know, Flex was thinking that I was trying to, you know, maximize the opportunity of where I was to, you know, pull tail, which I was. That's the whole point. I'm like, complete transparency. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. So, you know, I was like living the life, going on vacation, coming back with beautiful girlfriends, bringing them to set, getting them fed, telling them to sit in the front row of the audience, sitting in my chair on set with like movie stars. We had Carmen Electra on the show. We had Bow Wow on the show. We had Lloyd, Chris Brown.
Yeah, because Chris Brown appeared in an episode in the last season.
Yeah, Mario did. We had Common on the show. We had everybody on the show. Lisa Leslie, like everybody on the show. So it was like, yeah, come to set and watch me ball out. Like, of course.
Was there any type of, and I'm just gonna go out here and, you know, put it out
there. No
disclaimers. Was there any person from the set that you just didn't really gel with outside of Flex? Like, did you and the girl that played Spirit, did y'all ever have any words, or did you and Kyla ever like come to blows at any point? Because people think that just because you do a show together that all of you are best friends, but behind the scenes there's a lot of tension. So was there any tension with you and any of the other castmates?
Kyla's like my little sister. I love her. You know what I mean? Like, that's my girl. And I've known Kyla since she was 9 years old. So I kind of had it out for her to protect her the entire time. And I was protecting her, and she was growing up. Like, she was 16 when we started the show, you know what I'm saying? So she was still like a kid. And then, you know, obviously we had our love interest thing, but she was like my little sister, and I loved her. So I was always looking out for her. And then, you know, I didn't have a really problem with any of the other cast members and like that. I didn't like any kind of injustice. So, like, if you were on the show and you were a big actor or a TV star or something like that, if you didn't say hi to my crew, if you didn't say hi to the janitor or the craft service guy or my catering guy or my grips, if you didn't treat my electricians or my sound guy or my cameras, I had a problem with you. And coming from gang life, I was going to let you know up front, I got a problem with you. So don't talk to me. You don't talk to my team. You don't talk to me. Like, fuck you. So anybody who came through that was kind of uppity, usually they didn't. But if they did, I was like, I don't mess with you. I don't fuck with you.
Out of all of the things that you guys did on the show, what was probably your favorite thing? Like your favorite episode, or just a favorite thing that you guys would do?
That's a dope ass question. No one ever asked me that question. I think it's a good question. So there's a guy named Josh Henderson. He's an actor. He's been in a bunch of, like, I don't know, like, he was like in a show called Dallas and a bunch of other, like, you know, like country, like rock, like drama shows, like shows about like oil and like stuff like that, you know? Like middle America type shows. But he was on our show, and him and I were battling season 2 for Kyla. Like, he was the white boy and I was like, you know, the black kid, battling her attention. Dude, him and I got along so great. He was like an athlete, played baseball like I did, and like we loved being competitive and like trying to figure out different kinds of humor and stuff like that we could put together to like really steal her. So that was like the best thing ever, because he was just like my boy. Like, I love Josh Henderson. Shout out to Josh, bro. He was great. I love working with him. So that was like probably my favorite. And then they kicked him off. He did 5
Yeah,
episodes.
they did.
He did 5 episodes. They just wrote him off, and I was like, he the show, like he the triangle offense. Like, me, him, and Brianna was just, oh man, dude. I was so heartbroken. I was like, man, that's the business though. The business is sometimes you love somebody and they just get kicked off.
Yeah. So why did you guys get kicked off? Like, why did the show end the way that it did?
I'm gonna tell you the facts. So our show was the hit show on UPN. UPN. We were the hit show, and then CW, or the WB and UPN combined to start the CW. So there was half the spots, but we weren't worried. We were the best show. Not worried. But another show that wasn't as good as ours had Will Smith as the executive producer. So Will Smith made a phone call. Politics as usual. His show got the spot that was our spot.
Was that show All of Us?
Yes, it was.
I'm assuming that even years later, it kind of makes you sit back and be like, man, like what could have been? Because the way that the show ended, your character went off to go pursue Brandy's character. And then your roommate, played by Ray J, ended up assuming, I could be wrong, but
And
looked like
it was gonna come back. It was
but
gonna
looked
go to
like,
the next
yeah,
season.
about to say, looked like he
You know what
got
I'm
Bree.
saying? And Brandy was my love interest on Moesha. I came on her show, was her love interest on that show. So it was gonna all come full circle where Bree
All
was
the
gonna be
90s kids.
Yeah, Bree was gonna be with Ray J. I was gonna be with Brandy, and then they wanted Bree to be pregnant when she was dating Ray J and not knowing whose kid it was. Like it was gonna keep going. We had a whole
So
soap
looks
opera
like you just
going.
gave me an exclusive because now we finally find out whose baby that was at the end of Moesha. Finally. I finally figured it out, people.
So that was gonna be the thing of like the show was gonna keep going if Ray J was gonna be in Brianna's life, knowing the kid wasn't like you know what I'm saying, as it continued to unfold it, like all that stuff, like you know, who knows? Maybe she would have had a miscarriage based on writing so that she could stay like, you know, a young girl and not have to go to that next level. But like that was the show.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was gonna be so we had like 4 more seasons written out. God damn.
Well, it got picked up by Netflix because now it'll be on Netflix in October. Is there any talk of a possible reboot?
Freaking Netflix has one-on-one. Dude, you know what's funny? So I never watched one-on-one. Shout out to everybody who do be watching one-on-one. Because at one point second season our ratings were 6 million people watching the show a week. 6 mil.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. It's a lot. So love everybody who watched one-on-one. So what's so funny is like they were sending me clips from the show for the Netflix thing. I was laughing. I was like, oh, show's funny. For real. So yeah, like I see why everybody likes the show. Show is funny. I'm like, dude, people are gonna be like, yo, this show is great. So if they bring it back, I know that Flex and Kyler are campaigning to bring it back. I'm just staying young, staying beautiful. I got my allure right here. Where's that? Somewhere right here. There it goes. Got my allure. So I'm staying young. I'm staying Arnez ready. I got my guitar. On my Instagram. I got a photo with a guitar. You know, I'm a country boy with city feet, so I shout out to everybody who played guitar.
And shout out to the whole cast. You know, Flex, Kyla, who I've definitely
Kelly Farine.
Kelly, who played Dwayne, like
funny.
Yeah, I feel
That's my
like
guy.
I honestly feel like they should not have written him. I feel like they shouldn't have written him off in the last season. I feel like it would have been nice.
They should have kept him as our manager. He should have been, Arnez's manager, who always got him in harebrained schemes.
He did, but he always found a way to get him out of them schemes too, though.
I'm saying when they moved to LA, he should have went to LA with them and stayed as Arnez's manager.
It would have been nice to, see that. It definitely would have been, but shout out to them and the amazing work that they did.
Was this. They should have made it where we moved to a place in Venice, because we were living in Venice, and didn't know that Dwayne was the owner.
I could see that happening because at that time Dwayne was in between jobs.
Salesman, like he got an old cottage that he had in Venice, and then he lived upstairs like Jack Tripper, you know what I'm saying, like Three's Company, and then would come downstairs all the time and like interfere in our shit. You know what I mean? That would have been dope.
It definitely would have, and I'm gonna put this plug here. Another thing that would be dope is if Kyla Pratt will call me back. I'm just saying, love Kyla, all that good stuff. I'm gonna throw it out there. All I'm saying is this: all I need is 10 minutes with Kyla Pratt on the Chris Gunther show. My whole year would be made. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave that there and get back to focusing on my boy Robert Ri'chard. So
I'll do you a solid. I'll text Kyla.
Do me a okay, cool. Now she probably don't even know who I am, but it's all good. But regardless,
but she know who I am. Shit.
But regardless of it, from one-on-one, you got a chance to do some more things like starring Coach Carter. How much fun was it working with Samuel L. Jackson?
That's my nigga right there, yo. That nigga is the truth. I love Sam.
I can't cuss, but yeah, man. I love seeing him in them movies going off, man.
I can't cuss either, but I don't see no kids on this, so I can say what I want. If I see some kids on here, I'll be all like, acting like I'm saint and stuff, not a sinner. But we all be sinning sometimes. This is how it goes.
I mean, yeah, we've all done something we ain't proud of. But how did you book the role of playing Kenyon on Coach Carter?
All right, Kyla's number is 310.
DM me that because we
Oh,
on.
okay. All right.
Everybody shouldn't be hearing this, man.
All right, fine.
Last thing I need to hear is somebody be like, "Bro, you got Kyle's number now." Everybody calling her. So I'm like, let's talk about that off camera. Off camera.
Yo, Kyla, what's going on, girl? How you doing? I love you, girl. Congratulations on Netflix picking up your show. I never watched your show, but your show's amazing. Anyway, this is Chris Gunther right here.
Hey, Kyla.
How are you? She see you? I hope she does.
Anyway, bring it down a little bit.
He wants to do an interview on you, and also he wants you to know about EPM. This is for calms for your kids. It helps with stress and anxiety, and it also helps with bath, and if you have any kind of, not you, I know you're perfect, you don't have stretch marks, but if you have other mothers who do have stretch marks, then talk about that. All right, I love you. I gotta go. God bless. All right, so I just sent that to her.
Yo, that was the biggest plug I've got all year. Respect, my brother. Appreciate that. Much love.
You better answer my phone calls in the future.
I will answer your phone calls. I got my brother. You got me, because light skinned brothers got to stick together. But back to the question. But back to the question. Like, how did you book the role of Kenya on Coach Carter?
So I was Damien on Coach Carter.
Damien, correction.
Was the producer of Cousin Skeeter played basketball on Saturday at his house with all rich folks. So they was like, we gotta have one token nigga, and that was me. Right?
Yeah.
So I would go to their house and play basketball in their mansion, and this dude named Coach Carter was there. He was like, yo, you remind me of my son. You gonna play my son in my movie? I'm like, what movie you got? He's like, I ain't got no movie yet, but I'm gonna get a movie. I'm gonna have Denzel Washington play me or Sam Jackson. I'm thinking about Sam Jackson now. I'm like, get out of here. 3 years later, calls me back. Sam Jackson's playing me. You playing my son.
Man, that's what you call divine connection, and that's also what you call just a divine intervention. Like,
I need to play basketball more is what I need to do.
Hey, I'm a hooper too. Now, I know I got, this suit and tie on, but a brother could get some buckets too now. I definitely can. I came out there to LA a few years ago, gave them cats work, and then I came back home.
Shout out to everybody wearing a suit and tie, shirt and tie. I think that's very professional.
I had to, man, because like I'm talking to somebody like you, so I had to wear it.
I was gonna wear a shirt and tie, but I was late, so then I put a little plug on EPM. So shout out to everybody watching EPM. Better science, better medicine. But yeah, I respect the suit and tie. It's funny. I like to go to other hoods and hoop. Like I like to go to like New York, Chicago, North Carolina, Georgia, Texas.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? I like to go places where motherfuckers got real, courts that got legacies and outdoor courts that got like, reputations and heritage, and go out there and take somebody's money.
Yeah, I just like to go play. I'm not going to play for money because things get a little bit too crazy, and I'm trying to make it to C26, 27, 28. I'm not trying to, go down there, steal y'all money, then y'all try to knock me out.
Shout out to Wilberforce University, because listen, I went to Wilberforce University, and they thought they were trying to sun me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all the shots I made in that movie was the first shot, 50th take. So I'm walking around in the white loafers, you know what I'm saying, like khaki pants, flooding with the ankles out, extra moisturized. With the calm, extra moisturized. I'm saying this thing is silky smooth. Premium, delicate moisture is exactly what it is. It says it's a pillow soft, all-purpose oil is exactly what it is. This is the smoothest thing I ever touched. Anyway, ankles are moisturized, no socks on, and you know what I'm saying, in the nice little good citizen shirt. And these niggas on the basketball team trying to sun me. I said, yo, bro. I said, listen, I will play y'all right now in these white loafers and ball y'all up. Give me four people. We're gonna win. So we played. I was like, how much you want to play for? And they was like, oh, we ain't got no money. I'm like, all right, we'll play for just like gentlemen pay. We'll pay $1 a point.
$1 a point.
Yeah, so we won by 6. I was like, yeah, I beat that ass. I'm like, and I said, take a picture. I want y'all to know, just so y'all know, when I come to Ohio, don't try and sum me. Y'all be like, listen, he came into the university, spoke in the auditorium, but swung by the gym and was like, And I ain't shot in like 6 months at the time. So my first shot was an air ball from 3-point line. I was like, oh, don't get it twisted. I'm about to ball out here.
All right,
Give me
so
like 4 dribbles.
it looks like everybody in the comments is asking. So can you come to Ohio and hoop again?
I've been to Ohio. I've been to Florida. I went to shout out to what's the academy called? IMG Academy in Florida, in Bradenton, Sarasota. It's where all the athletes who are like NBA Dream Team hopefuls, they all go play there. I went there, my suit, my loafers on, Versace loafers, shout out to Versace, and somebody was talking smack to me there too. I want to listen. I see you can dunk and all that stuff. We're gonna play at 3. Gentlemen's game at 3. So like every point count. I beat his ass too. He played for the Oklahoma City Thunder now.
All I know is this: will you come to the Youngstown, Ohio, and have a one-on-one game?
I was
between
there in
Robert
Youngstown, Ohio.
I know you was.
I'm
getting there. I'm getting to that point. I'm just
how you gonna have a school with no basketball court?
Here's the thing: the Academy for Urban Scholars didn't have a basketball court because they're not that kind of school yet. So they don't have the athletic program yet.
Just put one on the side of the building. Just put a basketball court up there.
You have my word. I will talk to the people and ask them, can y'all put a hoop on the side of the street or something
fundraiser
and let them do it. You have my I will talk to them.
There was no court. I was kind of pissed. I didn't say nothing because y'all had technology. Y'all had AR, augmented reality apps and stuff that I ain't never seen before at that school. But I was still kind of upset that they didn't have no football.
I tell you what, when you come to Youngstown, hit your boy up. I will take you to wherever court you want to go, and we'll get this thing going. You get you ain't gonna know no people. I'll bring some people you can pick from.
Youngstown. I'm just trying to say, I got folks in Ohio. You know what I'm saying.
Okay, well, guess you get your 5. I get my 5, and let's go out there and ball out.
I'm gonna get all my 5 from the church, and I'm gonna hook you up.
Hey, now remember, you on the Chris Gunther show. The brothers a hooper first before I put this towel on now.
You're gonna be throwing up prayers.
And whoever guards me is gonna be a guaranteed bucket.
You ain't got no basketball icon emoji next to your name, so you ain't no.
I don't need an icon emoji. I got buckets next to my name.
All right,
that's all I'm gonna say. But regardless of it,
hey,
yeah,
I went shopping today and talking still cheap, so we gonna see. Hey, listen. Listen. So I'm recording this right now. Let me stop recording this. I mean, this is what Laura's saying. Sorry, God. I mean you. But my battery about to die.
Well, before your battery,
we should end it, and then that way it's saved.
Well, yeah, I was just all right. Well, before your battery dies, last thing, if anybody wanted to connect with you or learn more about you, how can they do that?
Hug me. I smell good. I got my own cologne too. I smell great. Yo, seriously, I'll be out here hugging grandmas and kissing babies. Holla. Go to EPM Products. Support yourself. We transform suffering for all. Prevent injuries, stimulate performance, manage discomfort, repair damage, restore youth, combat limitations, and enhance excellence throughout the body. That's both spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Said that right. Go to
nothing else needs to be asked, so we can get off before his phone dies, ladies and
gentlemen. Did you save this? Save this and send it.
I got you. Word is bond, bro. I got you, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Ri'chard on the Chris Gunther show. Rob, thank you for your time today, bro. Appreciate you.
Laura said I smell good sometimes. I be smelling good all the time. What you talking about, Laura? Don't you have one of these shirts? I gave it to you after I had my cologne on it. It smells great. Go in your closet. Go check out my old cologne.
I feel like you and Laura need to discuss this amongst yourselves.
Cologne by EPM. All right, I love y'all. God bless.
Appreciate you, Rob. Thanks. Yes, sir. I'll be in touch, bro. Peace.
Salute, bro. Salute, Gunther.